As a EU country, Portugal has a lot in common with many other European nations, but traditions also endure in every corner of the country. That's why we have decided to show you a little of our local culture. This video is called Work and Play in Airães, and it aims to show you what people do for a living and what people do in their free time, so that you can get to know and understand us better. In the work segment, we'll talk about three main sectors: embroidery, shoemaking, and agriculture. In the play segment, we'll tell you about our church and other Romanesque monuments that you can visit near our school, traditional music, folk dancing, pigeon racing, and motorbike racing.
Rama, ó que linda rama, ó rama da oliveira, o meu par é o mais lindo, que anda aqui na roda inteira, que anda aqui na roda inteira, aqui em qualquer lugar. Ó rama, ó que linda rama, ó rama do olivar.
While most of people earn their living working in factories or in the service sector, most of them still work in their gardens and fields at the end of the workday or weekends to grow their own produce. Four products stand at the top of their preference: wine, corn, potatoes and kiwis.
Here, the mild climate, the low thermal amplitudes, low rainfall, and heat exposure create warm summers and pleasant winters, which give certain grapes varieties what they need to become good green wines. That is why many people own vineyards. Grapes are harvested in September and sold to wine cooperatives. Some locals prefer producing their own wine at home.
In Airães, many families still grow corn and they keep it in spigators, like this.
These constructions are used to dry the ears of corn and at the same time to provide rodent protection.
That is why it is an 11 chuck jar.
Because corn is upset in the fall, it needs to be as ventilated as possible to dry run such season as winter.
One of the products which has been spreading exponentially over the last few years has been kiwi. In fact, Felgueira is nowadays the largest Portuguese producer and exporter of kiwis. Here, large fields like these can be seen around the villages.
Airães is part of the county of Felgueiras, which is known for its leading role in the production of footwear. Especially proud of its high-quality, handcrafted and custom-made shoes, Felgueiras footwear is renowned all over the world. In total, Felgueiras represents 35% of the Portuguese footwear manufacture. This sector employs 40% of the active population in factories. However, with the emergence of aging competitors in the footwear manufacturing market, this sector has suffered a severe downturn, leading to factory closures and job loss. To face this situation, Felgueiras footwear entrepreneurs have invested mainly in the innovation and quality of their products. However, shoes are not only sewn in the factory. Throughout the county, many families sew shoes at home as a way to supplement their monthly income.
Embroidery is an ancient handcraft it has been part of the material culture of Airães and the surrounding area for over a century. Adopted in this region in the end of the 19th century as a way to earn an extra income, women, mostly housewives, accumulated tasks of domestic and family life with this art of needlework. Beautiful pieces of art and craft work can be seen here in Casa do Risco, just behind our school. Established at the end of the 20th century, Casa do Risco has mainly two missions: promote, produce and preserve embroidery, and protect and add value to the work of local embroiderers.
If you go for a stroll down the streets of Airães, you can still see some women sitting on their doorstep embroidering beautiful house goods such as bed sheets, tablecloths, napkins, doilies, etc. Some of these women whose knowledge was passed to them by their mothers at home make this crafted bread and butter. Others do it in their free time to make some extra money at the end of the month.
If you are a history buff, you are going to like this part. Approximately 85% of the Portuguese population are Roman Catholics, although many claim not to be active participants of the church. Most Portuguese still want to be baptized and get married in church. In Airães, a large percentage of people regularly attend Mass and other religious services.
The Romanesque Church of St. Mary of Airães was founded around 1091. However, the present building has been successfully renovated and altered through the centuries, adding Gothic and Baroque elements.
Property of the Military Order of Christ since 1517, it only became a parish church in 1834, after the extinction of religious orders in Portugal. The Romanesque architecture of the region is also a testimony to important role that this territory once played in the history of the nobility and the religious orders in Portugal. The Church of Airães is part of the Romanesque route, which includes a wealth of Romanesque monuments such as monasteries, churches, hermitages, bridges, towers, and funerary monuments.
The Chapel of Salomé of Vila Verde is another beautiful example of Romanesque constructions 2 miles from our school. It is also part of the Romanesque route. Built in the 13th century, this chapel was then renovated and now includes Gothic elements. Another monument close to school is the Vega Bridge of the river Sousa. It was built in the 15th century and it led to the Marine Sanctuary a few miles from here in Aparecida.
In Airães, there is a lot of talent. People like to come together to sing and dance to Marotos de Airães, and tell me that you don't feel like dancing immediately. Another example, Amigos da Concertina de Airães, another group of friends that bring joy and happiness to whomever listens to them.
I also love joining drums and concertinas. At school we have a band made of students who live in some of our events. People love to listen to them play.
The folk dance group of Santa Luzia of Airães started its activity in March 1977. Its mission is to disseminate the music, attire and dances of the region, focusing on the quality of costume reproduction, dances and songs of remote times. The group organizes a folk dance festival every July and is one of the gems of Airães.
Pigeon racing is the favorite sport of many families in Airães. It consists of releasing specially trained racing pigeons, which they return to their homes over a carefully measured distance. Racing lovers are members of the Vila Verde Pigeon Racing Parish Centre, which was founded in 1961. Currently, there are 38 members in our little community, 120 in Felgueiras, and more than 18,000 nationwide. One of our birds won the Olympic in Poland in 2018. Members from the parish center devote around 2 hours a day to their birds. In the morning and at the end of the day, pigeons train their daily flight. Pigeons are like athletes. They have to train every day to be strong.
The Airães Classic Biker Club is composed of a group of good friends, united by the passion of old motorcycles, meet regularly to share a good time and to go on motorcycles rides throughout the country.
Hi! Oh, shall we hit the road?